Welcome to RECOM's Powerful Podcast, where we discuss new topics and products. I'm Jeff Deutschman, your product moderator. From a quarter watt up to 1,000 watts, whether the power is required for an industrial setting, a new IoT gadget, or a high-end medical-grade device, RECOM has you covered. On this episode, we will be discussing one of our 3D PP power supplies, the new RPX-4.0. Peter, what should the people know about this one?
Well, Jeff, right off the bat, they might recognize RPX from our portfolio or from a previous podcast. This is a higher power model that supports a 4 amp output.
That's right. And could you remind us what the other power options are for these DC to DCs?
Of course, we also have a 1 amp, a 1.5 amp, 2.5 amp, and are even working on a 3 amp version.
Good refresher, fantastic. And what makes this a 3D PP power supply?
Yeah, so as a reminder, 3D PP stands for 3D power packaging. It has to do with the advanced assembly techniques we use to minimize the package size and optimize thermal and EMI performance.
All right, so I'm guessing no 3D printer here. What is the advanced assembly technique used here?
This part uses flip chip technology. This eliminates the internal PCB by connecting the IC and other components directly onto a lead frame. Like I mentioned before, this really optimizes thermal performance.
And a strong thermal performance is a good indicator for strong efficiency, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Efficiency is typically around 87% for this part, but this is really dependent on the loading conditions and voltages being used. If you take a look on the datasheet, you'll see many different loading options that achieve an efficiency well above 90%.
Awesome. What kind of voltages can this part achieve?
Yeah, good question. Well, first off, let's mention that this is a single part number. The output voltage can be adjusted between 1 volt up to 7 volt. The input voltage range is 3.8 volts up to 36 volts.
Well, having a single SKU is definitely helpful for procurement as well as BOM management. How will the engineers know to adjust the voltage?
Yeah, so they'll just need to implement a couple of resistors and an output cap. We have a pretty nice guide listed on the datasheet that shows what components are required to achieve various common output voltages.
Excellent. And this is a buck solution, correct?
That's right, Jeff. So the input voltage here must be higher than the output voltage. So V out must be 1 volt higher than V in with an absolute minimum V in of 3.8 volts.
Definitely good to know. In addition to the adjustable output, are there any nice features or functions this part comes with?
Yeah, you betcha. There's an on-off control pin and a power good pin, which indicates whether the output voltage is operating within the correct range. In addition to that, this part is also equipped with short circuit and thermal protections.
Yeah, very nice. Let's finish up talking about the size. What kind of footprint does this part have?
So the RPX-4.0 has a 5 by 5.5 millimeter footprint and a height of 4.1 millimeter. The power supply is an overmolded QFN package.
Excellent. And for those that might not know, what does QFN stand for?
Yeah, so this stands for quad flat no leads. Unlike some other parts, the electrical connections are not actually pins. Rather, they are flat pads. And quad denotes the type of pad layout the part has.
As always, you are a total rock star. Peter, thanks so much. Well, that wraps it up for another episode of RECOM's Powerful Podcast. Be sure to listen next time when we delve into the pros of another RECOM topic. As always, please contact your regional sales manager for any samples or pricing. Our applications engineers are always happy to assist you with any technical questions or requests. You can email them at techsupport@recom-power.com. Until then, have a great day, and always remember,
RECOM powers your products.